guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda and today I'm going to be doing my October TBR Rewind. If you don't know what that is, I will link my last month's video down below so you guys can go check it out, or up here in the cards if I can figure out how to do that. I haven't done that yet, so bear with me. So basically, first let me talk about September and how I did. September I had two books that I needed to read. Both I picked from my TBR jar. I had a Dark Places by Gillian Flynn, and also the third book in the Vampire Academy series, Shadowkiss. So as of filming right now, I still have a few days left in the month. I think I have about a week left. I have read Dark Places and absolutely loved it. So glad I read that one. And I'm currently reading Shadowkiss and I am liking it. I did forget a lot of what happened, so I picked up the graphic novel of Frostbite. So I put down Shadowkiss for now. I'm going to read the graphic novel and then I'll go back to Shadowkiss. But I should have that done by the end of the month, fingers crossed. It's been a rough one for me. So that takes care of the month of September. So in the month of October, I had 10 books on my TBR. And back then, I had just started my channel the month prior, and I was reading about 4 to 5 books a month, so I don't know what I was thinking. But out of those 10 books, I have technically read 6. One of the books is the third book in a series, but I hadn't read the first 2, so I have actually read the first one already, so I'm not going to count that. There are 4 books that I did not read out of that one, 3 of which I own. One is a library book, and we'll get into that. So let me just talk about the things that I did read. I read An Ember in the Ashes by Sppok, Homegoing by Yaga Assi, In a Dark, Dark Wood by Ruth Ware, Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I did not technically read The Lady of the Rivers by Philippa Gregory, but I did read the first one, which is The White Queen by Philippa Gregory. And the final book that I read in the month of October was Cress by Marissa Meyer. So I still have 4 books that I didn't read, so let's just talk about those. Like I said, 3 of the 4 are books that I own, which I will just automatically add onto my October TBR for this year, and one I didn't own, which is the library book. So the first one I would like to talk about is In the Woods by Tana French. This is book 1 in the Dublin Murder Squad series, and it's like a crime mystery detective novel. I've been meaning to read this for a while. It's been on my shelf for almost 2 years, so I'm really glad that it came up. Plus I think it's like the perfect time to read it because it is the month of October. The next book that I want to talk about is The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. This is like a murder horror type book. It's about these girls that go missing and there's murders happening in Detroit, which I think is pretty great because I do live near Detroit. I tried to read this once before and I did talk about it in my October TBR, and it was a little gory. So I'm a little nervous about it, but I've had it on my shelf for a while. I've heard great things about it and I really want to get to it. So I will get to it in the month of October. And the final book has been on my TBR millions and millions of times, and I don't know why I haven't read it, but I'm going to be forced to read it now, and I'm really happy about that. And that is Heir of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. I actually have this on audiobook now, so I'm probably just going to listen to it on audiobook because apparently I can't pick this up and read it because I've been trying for over a year now, and I have not done it. So, really excited. The last book on my TBR from October that I hadn't read was Most Wanted by Lisa Scottline, which is like a... Is it a thriller? I don't know what you would say. Basically, there's a man and a wife who are trying to conceive, and they use a sperm bank, and then one day they notice there's a man who's fleeing the police, and he looks like their donor. So then the story just goes on from there. I started to read it. I did like it. I'm just not in the mood to read it right now. So I don't want to try to read it and put myself into a slump. So instead of doing that, since it is a library book, I do get to pick from my TBR jar. And so that's what I'm going to do right now. Alright, let's see what it is. Ooh. It is Snow White and the Huntsman by Lily Blake. And to be honest, I'm pretty positive that I got rid of it. It's a book that's based on the Snow White live action movies. I believe. I think I got rid of it. So let me pick another one just in case I did get rid of it, because I can't remember. If I didn't get rid of it, I'll read it. I really don't want to though, so I'm probably, if I didn't get rid of it, I'm gonna end up getting rid of it. But let me pick another one. So if I didn't get rid of it, I'll try to read it, but most likely I'm gonna get rid of it. If I did get rid of it, I'll read whatever this is here, and this is Born of Deception by Terry Brown. So this is the sequel to Born of Illusion, which is a story about the daughter of Harry Houdini, and I really, really enjoyed it, and I've been meaning to continue on for a while. So if I didn't get rid of Snow White and the Huntsman, I'll try to read it. Most likely I'll get rid of it. If I did get rid of it, I'll read Born of Deception. Either one are good things, because I'm going to get rid of a book or I'm going to read something that I wanted to read for a while, so I'll let you guys know. Well, you'll find out in my November rewind. So yeah, it looks like I won't have to get rid of any books this month, which is great. I'm really enjoying this. I'm reading books on my shelf that have been there for a while. I'm really enjoying what I'm reading so far. I know I'm going to have months where it's going to be bad. Like I just picked Snow White and the Huntsman, and I just really have no desire to read it. I think I got it off of Book Outlet for a couple dollars, so yeah, so that is it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Goodreads and Twitter. I also have a Bookstagram account now, so you can follow me there. That'll be linked down below. And I've also just started a book club called Pages to Screen, which is a club where we're gonna read a book throughout the month, and then do a watch along on Twitter at the end of the month for that adaptation. So if you guys were interested, please look for that link down below, and I will talk to you later. Bye.